Hi, Dan Lau here, the owner and founder of LauPublishing.com, and I'd like to briefly tell you how excellent, unique tools that I've developed may help you with the big problem of bad finances by changing the pie. Now, what are the biggest problems that a lot of people face in our modern day developed societies? At the top of the list, aren't they poor health and too little money? Now, I have another short video on my homepage in which I suggest how that my Lau Publishing products can help you with poor health. And now, I like to do the same for too little money. I believe I have 4 powerful tools that can help you with this big problem of not having enough money. First of all, in my book, Attacking Back Against Stress, I advocate not just soothing stress, but fighting it in the best possible way, which is by directly attacking the big problems that are causing stress in the first place, such as too little money. And so in my book, I give you some very good suggestions, plus links to drill down into the specifics of for either doing one thing, spending less money, or number 2, getting more money. And these are very practical, doable, workable ways for balancing the books so that our incoming money meets our outgoing commitments. But an even better way of getting out of the financial mess than just kind of painfully cutting back on the number of mouths that are chomping on the pie, or laboriously working to cook up a bigger pie, is to change the very nature of the pie itself. Okay, let me tell you what I mean by that. First of all, in my book, In Search of Quality, Principles and Mechanisms, I help you take a very hard look at where you are trying to go. What is it you're really trying to accomplish? And then when you refine and readjust it, you come up with a very nice aim, an aim for your life, rather than just sort of being where you happen to be at this particular time. So that, in other words, by refining and adjusting your aim, you're not just bending the rules of the game a bit, but you're actually changing the game itself. After all, there are many people in the world, consider this, who if they had your money, they would think they were in it, and not only think, but actually be, they would be rich. And yet at the same time, there are people with 1,000 times your money, right? 1,000 times, and they think, and they actually are poor. So it's not really a matter of having too little money. It's actually a matter of where we want to go, who we want to be, and how we want to get there, right? So my book, In Search of Quality, it starts with your aim, and then from that flows quite naturally and easily the business money type things that you've heard of before, such as vision and mission and goals and objectives. So in other words, my book is a very powerful tool for clarifying our big problems by cutting through the haze of the immediate urgencies and emergencies and setting you on your best course for real success. But unfortunately, none of us are ever going to get enough money to keep us healthy and happy forever. You know, you may have seen the biographies on TV or read books about Howard Hughes, who in his time was the richest man in the world. And how did he end up? Well, he ended up at the last embittered, cloistered, sick, scared, and lonely. And his billions of dollars could not save him. And he died a lonely old man. So in my book, The God Debate, I directly confront with very logical and reasonable arguments and examples, what does it really mean to be rich? And I show you how that, depending on the perspective that people choose to hold, being rich can mean very, very different things to different people. And this has been true, of course, throughout all of recorded history. And so this simply means that in a very practical and real sense, you can choose to change the pie from insufficient into more than enough. And not do so theoretically, but do so in very real dollar and cents terms. And my book, The God Debate, can help you achieve just such a dramatic transformation in your financial circumstance. And finally, I'd like to mention another ebook of mine called The Book of Lyle. And this chronicles not only my own autobiographical journey, in which I too faced hard financial times when I didn't know how I was going to make it through, but also how, where there is literally nothing, to create from that nothing a whole new reality. Again, not just theoretically, but in actuality. And to do so logically, productively, respectfully, beautifully, and honorably. So you don't have to go rob a bank. All right? And I demonstrate in this amazing adventure of mine, the Book of Lyle, how not to be stuck in the circumstances in which one finds oneself, but to gain whole new perspectives that open up fresh possibilities that we never before even knew existed. Revelations. And I claim then that my books that you can purchase for a mere $10 each and have immediately pop up right in your computer, they can help you to do just that. So if you're interested in what I'm telling you, then I invite you to take a look at some other short videos that I made in which I take you on quick tours through the contents of each of the books I've mentioned here. And links to those short videos are right above the picture of each of my ebook covers that are located on my home webpage at lylepublishing.com. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, either now or in the future, please feel free to email me directly at danlyle@lylepublishing.com. And I look forward to hearing from you if you wish. And I thank you for viewing my Overcoming Bad Finances video.